day. So today we are going to have a global meditation where first we are going to cleanse our own energy fields. We're going to cleanse our energy body because it's May 30th. It's the last Friday of every month, and you know that the last Friday of every month we gather together to connect with open hearts, and we're going to do an energy update, we're going to do a sharing, and then we're going to do a global meditation where we are going to send light into the collective timelines, because yes, you are powerful and you have the ability to change how this global transformation unfolds. So first we're going to do an energy update, we're going to do a quick sharing with each other, and then we're going to first clear our energies so that when we are sending light into the collective timelines, it's not distorted and it actually comes from a more expanded, clear, and aligned place. So let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from. Welcome. Hey, let me know in the chat where you're coming in from. Welcome, Danny. Hi. Hi, Marie. Welcome. And I'm going to also play some background music when we get into the meditation portion of it. But for the first 10 minutes or so, I'm just going to do an energy update. So I want to hear from you how you are feeling this energy. How are you feeling? May has been a really, really big month. Of course, at the collective level with the different wars and how they're unfolding, with the different natural disasters, but also at a soul level. May was really about us staying on that timeline that we jumped into with the March equinox. And in April, it's like yesterday in the Alchemy Academy, we were talking about how when we jump into a different timeline, it takes time for your physical body and your mind to adjust to that new timeline. So how have you all been adjusting to your new timelines? Do you feel like you're still on that, most aligned timeline? Let me know in the chat. Because that's the point of this, right? Yes, of course, we're meant to be sending light into the world, but it's also one of the reasons why I started to host these Soul Family Fridays at the last Friday of every month, is because Goddess Aset, Goddess Isis, she's one of my main spirit guides. She was saying that it's so important for us to connect like this, heart to heart. So I want to know from you how you're feeling, how you're integrating all of this energy that's flowing through. And there is so much energy flowing through from the collective. It feels like the collective is very aggravated, very angry right now. Obviously, we have physical warfare going on in different areas of the world. On top of that, though, we had a very strong solar storm. There was a hole in the sun, a coronal hole that was facing towards the earth a few days ago, and that actually just spit out some solar flares, some solar wind. And so these are basically hurricanes coming out from the sun, and that affects us emotionally, mentally, and physically. Because at the end of the day, you are an electric body, you are a magnetic body, you're an electromagnetic body. And so you may have been feeling extra tired, extra fatigued. You may have noticed that you're feeling anxious when you normally don't feel anxious, or you're feeling irritated when you normally don't feel very angry and irritated. So one of the things that I was sharing yesterday in the Alchemy Academy was that it's so important for you to know what your home frequency feels like. So in June, there's going to be a lot of outer planet transits. A lot of planets are going to be shifting signs. And so, of course, the planets influence us. Just like when it's cloudy outside, you get a little bit more tired. You want to take a nap, right? So it's the same with the astrological weather, with the cosmic weather. It also impacts us. And so in order for you to discern whether it's something from your own emotions, from your own energy, from your own higher self soul that you are maybe releasing, maybe transmuting, maybe you're healing, you will discern whether it's an astrological effect or whether it's something on your own soul's journey by discerning what your home frequency feels like. So for example, like I said, every morning, do a tune up and say, like, pay attention to how you're feeling. Are you noticing anxiety in your body? Are you noticing tension, anger, frustration in your body? And you have to take stock of all of these emotions and all of these energies you're carrying, because some of them are yours, but some of them are from the collective consciousness. Like, we are literally connected to the collective field. Everything is one vibration, one web. It's like one net that's constantly pulsating. And sometimes we get influenced by those rhythms of the collective more often than other days. It just depends also on what's your soul purpose. Some of us are here to support Mother Earth in her transition into the new earth. Some of us are here to support the collective. Some of us are here to support the animals. So there's like the planetary consciousness, right? Which includes all the beings, the inner earth beings, the humans, the animals, the plants, the fungi, the sea life, etc. But then there's also only focusing on the human collective consciousness. And so there's other people who are just focused on the earth and the earth's most optimal evolutionary process. And so there's many different purposes that everyone has, and that's why all of us, we will feel different impacts of the collective energy more so than others, because it's connected to our soul purpose. Or for example, some of us will feel more of the earth's pain and transmutation, more of the earth's physical and energetic changes in our own bodies, because that's connected to our soul contract. And so that's why it's very important for you to like have that clarity, understand what your home energy is. That's one part of it. The other part is understanding what's your soul purpose, so you can start to tune out the unnecessary noise and really focus on what you're here for. Because the truth is, and you know this, there are so many distractions right now. We are being bombarded with so many distractions, and you have to remember why you chose to reincarnate right now. We didn't choose to reincarnate to fold laundry, to make sure we buy everything from our grocery list. Yes, of course, all of those things are important for us to live a healthy life in the material plane, but you have to take space to reconnect with your soul and be like, okay, at a soul level, what really nourishes me? Like, why did I choose to come light years, thousands of light years away into this planet right now, as we're witnessing so much transformation of the planet, of the solar system, of the galactic system, of the spirit guides, like across the board, across all the different dimensions, there's a lot of changes that are unfolding. And it's really beautiful to witness, especially right now. This week there has been like this really beautiful, vibrant, it's this fluorescent blue light. So it's a fluorescent blue light that's coming in. And so there's different, the reason why different colors of light flow in is because, think about like the electromagnetic spectrum, right? It depends on like the wavelength. And the blue wavelength right now has been really prevalent because it's the blue energy is used to optimize things. And so that's why today we're going to be sending light to optimize the global timelines, the collective timelines, not just for us humans, but also for all the beings on the earth and for the earth herself, right? Because you have to understand that everything is a balance always. Humans have to balance with animals, otherwise, we'll extinct so many more species. And at the same time, humans have to be in balance with the earth, otherwise the earth will extinct us, right? And so it's like this constant harmony that has to be created amongst all things. And at a human level, it's hard to see that because we're so attached to, oh, it's bad that mudslides are happening, it's bad that volcanic eruptions are happening. But at the bigger picture, that could actually lead to a longer probability of humans being able to inhabit the earth. And so that's why the work that we do, we're not going to do it from a mind level. We're all going to take a moment to just connect with our hearts, to connect with the soul, because the heart is the portal to your soul. That's what all of the different spiritual traditions around the world speak about. So yeah, let me know in the chat how you're feeling, what themes are showing up for you. And I highly encourage you to start drinking water because we're not just sending light, but as you give energy, you also receive it. And so the light that we're going to be sending out, we're also going to be receiving that. And in order for you to integrate and hold that light in your energy field, in your cells, your body has to be hydrated. So you'll have a better experience. So just start drinking some water right now. And if you want to go grab a candle as well, we're going to light our candles together. Any crystals, any essential oils that you feel called to work with. And if you can actually bury crystals in the earth and hold the intention that the crystals are healing the earth, throw some crystals in the rivers, in the oceans. That's going to be really wonderful too, because right now, like as we're transitioning into the new earth, the energy grids, we have to create sort of like a bridge between this earth and then the new earth. And so to create this bridge of light, this bridge of consciousness, this bridge of energy, this structure, crystals can help us, because crystals resonate at the 5th, 6th dimensions, and they'll mostly at the 5th dimension, but they'll be these great conductors of electricity and energy, and they hold data, and so they will help more beings on this planet be able to make that transition into the new earth. So there's so many different layers, and there's so much we can be doing right now to support this transformation that we're moving through. But of course, we can't help others until we help ourselves first. So that's why at the beginning of this meditation, we're going to focus on clearing our own energies. So I'm going to read the chat. Hey Marie, joining from England, feeling tired but great. I keep placing my bare feet on the grass outside and bathing in salts. Now that sounds like an amazing self-care practice that will really balance your electromagnetic frequency, and it's going to be so helpful, especially when we have these solar flares popping off, because the excess electric plasma and electric energy that's spit out from these solar hurricanes, it basically discombobulates your own energy field, and you need to bring harmony back into the energy field. So those are great ways to do it, Marie. Jazz said, oh, that explains a lot why I'm feeling so off and down in the past few days. Marie said, I've been needing more alone time and quiet, feeling so good when I get it. Hi, Chandini. Elisa said, been experiencing lots of inertia energy lately. I'm not really tired, but I also feel stuck, like I'm moving through molasses right now. Also, appetite has been changing sporadically. Need to eat more mostly. So one of the things about, like you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like you're moving through mud, molasses. One of the things I explained earlier is that in March, April, we were jumping into new timelines. We were making huge timeline shifts. And so when you make a jump like this, your consciousness, your soul, your energy body will be here. But then the physical body, the mental body will be here. And so it's this part of you that's stuck in the molasses most likely. And so what you need to do is you need to focus on your cells and on your mental body, your mind, constructs, to bring them into this new timeline, so you actually anchor and stay on that new timeline that you jumped into. Hey Heather, feeling great despite a broken vertebrae. I hope that you have a smooth recovery. Elisa said, also been experimenting with copper duct tape and stuck a piece in my pillow and sleeping on it. I swear my dream recall has improved since doing that. That sounds super cool. Like, do you use a copper wire? and you duct tape it to your pillow. Is that what you do? Like, so the wire is on the bottom side of your pillow and you're sleeping on the top? I'm curious like how you're doing this. Welcome Henty from the Canary Islands. Definitely have that on my travel list. Me ready. The heart is a portal to the soul. I've done a lot of yoga studying, Tai Chi studying, some spiritual studying, and that hasn't quite clicked in my brain until hearing you just say it now. Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. You know, Tai Chi is amazing. Yoga is amazing. And thanks for bringing that up. Like, all of us, we really need to start moving our bodies now. Like, because a lot of us, you know, we're clearing things from our lineage, from our ancestors. We're clearing stuff from our own past lives, a little bit from the oversoul, and then some for the collective consciousness. And so it's a lot of density that has to move through the energy field. And in order for that to be really removed from your energy field in that transmutation process, moving your body can help you to do that. Otherwise, it will just stay lingering in your energy field. So that's a really good reminder for everyone. Krista said, New York, happy to be present. Hi, Krista. This week has been very painful physically for me. Many long headaches, ear ringing, energy is stuck as well. Your guided meditations have helped, crystals too. So since you're dealing with like long headaches, and the ear ringing, I'm curious if the ear ringing happens before you get the headaches, because sometimes you know, the activations will get stuck. So ear ringing is usually like a message coming in. It can also be an activation. And so if you get the ear ringing first and then it's that followed by a headache, that's an indication that the message, the activation was stuck. And so something that helps to release stuck like messages and downloads and activations is massaging the back of your cranium. So like right here, there's like two bones right here, and if you can maybe use a tennis ball or a rubber ball, like go buy a rubber ball at a sports outlet. That's what I do. I basically put a rubber ball and I'm on the wall and I'm just rolling my neck and I'm rolling the back of my head. And whenever I do that, I immediately feel so much lighter. The reason is because a lot of energy tends to get stuck back here. So the messages, the information, the activations, it comes through here. And that's why it's important for this area to be very very aligned and clear. It's kind of like a highway, and like think about driving on the highway. You don't want it to be backed up, you know, with a lot of traffic cones and stuff like that. And so massaging it, I also use a neck pillow. So if you look up online, and I'm gonna put this on my website because honestly it's amazing. So I use a wooden neck pillow and I just roll my head from side to side on the floor on this wooden neck pillow, and it releases that tension, and I often like just receive way more clarity, way more vitality. I went to a chiropractor a few months ago and she was saying that like this area is also very important for your physical health because this is a big nerve point for your vagus nerve. So your vagus nerve is the longest nerve in your body, and it goes basically from the bottom of your skull all the way to the bottom of your spine, your tailbone. And so it touches all of the chakras. So if you're able to make sure that your vagus nerve is you know, flexible, there's no blockages, and it's operating smoothly, that impacts your nervous system. If there's anything in your body that impacts your nervous system, like the biggest contributor, it's your vagus nerve. And there's so many different exercises to work within vagus nerve. The easiest one is deep breathing. Breathing in for 5 counts, hold for 6 counts, and exhale out for 8 counts. So we'll do that at the beginning of the meditation because I think that will help all of us. I'm currently in a river on the central coast of California and I'm listening to a hawk calling above me. Oh, that's so beautiful. No, just a piece of copper tape I stuck on my pillow. Oh, it's copper tape. I didn't even know that existed. That sounds fascinating. I'm gonna try that. Does it touch your head? It sounds interesting. I hardly see any dreams now since I am doing alchemy with SolTara. Um, so yeah, it's I put the ball right here and then I'm rolling against the wall. So I'm standing up because if you do it on the floor laying down, it's too painful and too intense. So yeah, I'm just rolling it all over this area. So like the ball is like this size, and it's made of rubber. I got it from like a physical trainer a few years ago, and it's been amazing. It helps me so much. I also learned recently I have an iron deficiency, which I am working on fixing, but it takes a long time to bump it back up. Is there a connection to iron in the ascension process? Just curious things. Well, I would just think about, like the menstrual cycle. We do lose a lot of iron for during our menstrual cycle. So, maybe consider, I think you have to take iron with vitamin C in order for it to be absorbed properly. I'm pretty sure it's vitamin C, but go research that yourself. Yeah, nutrition is so nuanced. There's a lot of intricacies there. So yeah, it's definitely its own rabbit hole. Yes, wooden neck pillow sounds amazing and awesome, makes so much sense. Hawk is one of my spiritual guides on confirmation. It's fascinating because I actually just got a Hawkeye crystal 2 days ago. So yeah, it's a lot of confirmation. All right, so we're gonna start the meditation portion. One quick thing before we start, usually I do an energy update. I didn't have time to meditate and to prepare because I'm moving to Thailand in a few weeks. But the two big themes that are showing up for the collective and something that you may find beneficial to reflect on at the beginning of June is notice where guilt is showing up for you. Sometimes we have guilt in terms of how in our relationships. Sometimes it's in our relationship to ourselves. Sometimes guilt shows up in our habits, we eat something we shouldn't have, or we stay up too late watching a movie when we should actually be sleeping and taking care of our bodies, or guilt when it comes to career, finances, the collective, service, all of these things. So just spend some time reflecting on where that guilt is coming from, where it's rooting from, and what it's trying to show you, because collectively we're processing guilt. The other thing that's showing up right now as well is anger. So one of the reasons is because obviously there's a lot of wars unfolding on the planet right now. People are waking up to the fact that their governments haven't been listening to them, and the collective is finally realizing that, and so they're getting upset and angry about it. And so again, we can feel that collective energy, but also in your own life, spend some time reflecting if you're holding any anger yourself. Yeah, just to be very vulnerable, I was doing some self-reflection and I realized that I'm holding resentment to humanity because we've just been taking too long to realize that we all deserve peace, we all deserve health, we all deserve safety, we all deserve to live with dignity. And so yeah, I had to process that stuff on my own. And so, spend some time at the beginning of June observing these two themes of guilt and anger, and the different expressions of anger, like annoyance, frustration, vengeance, irritation, and one of the things is too much unprocessed grief also turns into anger. So it would be good to just see where that's coming from, so that you can start June with more awareness. Because on June 20th, I want to say 20th, 21st, we have the solstice. This is when we are going into a new graduation point in our soul's journey. And so if you can clear this now, it'll just help you to receive more wisdom, for you to elevate your consciousness and expand your awareness when this June summer solstice comes about in mid-June. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And so something, so Danny said, I have released all my anger and felt through it all, which is wonderful. And it's really good, and celebrate that. What I will also say is, don't be surprised if it comes up again in a deeper layer, in a different form, because sometimes once we clear this lifetime, sometimes occasionally a past life anger will emerge. But yeah, for everyone it looks different. But yeah, that's something definitely worth celebrating, Danny. All right, so for those of you on Instagram, join us on YouTube Live. The link is in my stories, because I'm gonna use this other phone to play background music. So I will see you on YouTube Live. Use the link in my stories. See you soon. Okay, so go grab a candle. We're gonna light our candles together, so don't light it yet. And start drinking some water, that's super important. Actually, now that we did that energy update, go ahead and type into the chat, what's something that you are calling into your life in June? What's one thing you're calling into your life? Like one frequency, like peace, harmony, expansion, joy. Oh, it looks like my speakers are out of battery. So I'm gonna try to play the background music from this phone. So the meditation itself is going to be about like 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you can hear the bird sounds that I'm playing in the background. Let me know in the chat. Ava is calling in abundance. Chandini is calling in. Oops, Chandini said, join Soltara's alchemy program. I have been anger free for the past 6 months. Yeah, thank you for the shout out, Chandini. Yeah, this alchemy academy, honestly, like, I wouldn't say it transforms your life if it really didn't. And there's so many stories from all walks of life. Like, I just got an email today from someone who's 76 years old, who's in the academy, and she said like her life has been turned upside down because now she's living free of guilt, free of people pleasing, and free of fear. And so it's honestly liberating in so many different ways. And if you want to get more details about the Golden Age Alchemy Academy, you can find it in the description of this video. Percent Visionary is calling in freedom. Heather is calling in her soul's purpose. Shams is calling in peace. Joey is calling in abundance. M. Gunn is calling in abundance. Yaz is calling in lots of joy and expansion and abundance. Marie is calling in a detox. I'm going to quit refined sugar for 100 days so I can be more clear-minded and free. I want you to like tune in with us, Marie, like for the next Soul Family Friday, because I want to know how you're feeling 30 days into that. Because that sounds amazing. I wish I could do that, but I have too much of a sweet tooth right now. Chandini calling in more connection with my higher self and spirit guides. Henti is calling in peace. Mgun calling in peace, love, harmony, abundance, and living my soul's purpose. Elisa is calling in self-confidence. Percept Visionary is calling in authentic love and soul purpose. Quiet Mind is calling in abundance of money, happiness, and financial freedom. Beautiful. All right, so we are going to light our candles in now. I am calling in a smooth, graceful, optimal move for me and my family to the other side of the world. So that's what I'm calling in. So when you're lighting your candle, you're gonna have two intentions, all right? So three intentions. So your three intentions are going to be the first, to light this for yourself, to bring more light into June, how June will unfold for you. Your second intention is going to be to light this for all of the intentions everyone had about the things they wanted to call into their life for June. I'm going to read Krista's to add it in here, calling in abundance in financial freedom and peace for the collective. So all of the things everyone shared. And then the last intention is going to be to light this for all of our spirit guides, to call in that divine support to help the planet, not just humanity, to help our planet and all beings on this planet through this huge transformation that we're moving through. All right, so holding those three intentions, go ahead and light your candles now. Okay, and drink some water before we start. Carly added abundance and peace, calling that in for June. Okay, so gonna move this over here. All right, so you don't need to look at the screen anymore. And so first, I actually don't have a crystal. I'm gonna grab this giant rose. Actually, I'm gonna use this. So, I'm gonna be meditating with this gorgeous crystal. Oh, I'm so sad because I think I'm gonna leave some of these crystals and become a crystal fairy and just start giving them out to people. So I'm trying to meditate with all of the crystals that I have in my home because I can't ship them all to Thailand. So yeah, I'm gonna be a crystal fairy. If any of you are in Las Vegas, I'm gonna be just putting some of these crystals out around so they can bless other people. Yeah, because crystals are so beautiful. All right, so you can hold your crystal on your heart. If you don't have a crystal, that's totally fine. So you're gonna focus on rolling your shoulders back. You don't need to look at the screen anymore. And we're gonna move our head from side to side. And just breathe out through your mouth, exhaling out all the tension that's being stored in the back of your neck. Breathe out. Take a deep belly breath in. Hold. And exhale out for 7 counts. Again, breathe in from the bottom of your belly. Hold. And exhale out through your mouth, releasing out. all the intensity from May. Again, breathing in. Hold. And exhale out through your mouth. Breathing out all energy that's out of alignment with your highest good. So we're going to start by chanting Om. You can chant something else. Om is a frequency that cleanses and harmonizes. As you're chanting, hold your crystal up near your mouth so that you can clear the energy of your crystal. As you're chanting, also focus on your energy field, on the room that you're in, to clear the energy and to harmonize it. So just hold that intention as you're chanting. Breathe in. And now focusing on your heart space, take a moment to feel gratitude for this present moment. There's nothing you need to do. All you need to do is be. Breathing in. And gently exhaling out through your heart. As you're focused on your heart space, take a moment to feel the gratitude and the love for all of your spirit team, knowing you are divinely supported by a beautiful team of ancestors, spirit guides, your galactic family, your animal guides. And just breathe in that love for them and send it to them. And as you're focused on your heart space, take a moment now to feel gratitude for yourself, because you are becoming the change that you want to see in the world. You're not just thinking about it, you're actively doing it by taking the time to send these loving particles of light to the planet, to the future of how life will evolve on Earth. And just take a moment to honor yourself right now, focusing on your heart. Fill it with And send that self-love into all of the cells in your body. Beautiful. And now you can put your hands on your lap with your palms facing up, or you can place your hands on your heart. See what feels better. And you're going to visualize a beautiful golden pyramid of light surrounding you. Hold the intention that only energy that is in total alignment with your highest and greatest good can come in through your pyramid. All other energies will remain on the outside. And yes, you do have that power. That's why this pyramid is gold, because gold represents that power. So breathe out any remaining distortions, imbalances, stress. Breathe out to the outside of your energy field and to the outside of your pyramid. And now you're going to focus on your root chakra. And now breathe a feeling of safety into your root chakra. Knowing that you're safe in your body, you're safe in the room that you're in. And let your ego know that it can trust you to keep you safe. And now you see a beautiful root emerging from your root chakra. And it's going down into the core of Mother Earth. And from this expanded state of safety, calmness, acceptance, you're going to breathe love into the core of the earth. Feeling the love for all of the delicious food you got to enjoy this last week. Thank Mother Earth for that. So as she nourishes you, you're nourishing her with love. Think about all the beautiful crystals you have surrounding you, or the delicious essential oils. And just send love to Mother Earth for all of this. And the fact that she gives you a home. She creates this safety for you. Safety of shelter, food, air, water. And let's just send from our hearts a beautiful, radiating, sparkling emerald light into the core of the earth. And you see this light going down into the mycelium of the earth. All of the mushroom networks that span all over the soil, so that this feeling of love can spread to every area of this beautiful planet. And now you see, you feel, you sense your emerald light from your heart now going into the volcano lines, the lava lines that are underlying. And not judging volcanoes as good or bad. They actually help to balance the ozone temperatures when they erupt. But let's just thank the lava lines, the volcanoes, for the wisdom they hold, for the power they hold. And now, as you see your emerald light of love going into the lava lines, you see them also going into all of the mountains of the earth. The mountains are sacred beings. They are literally alive. And it's fascinating because these mountains, these beings, their consciousness is already in the new earth. They've already created a network with all the mountains in the new earth. So we're just gonna send our beautiful emerald radiating light to all of the mountains so that they can connect to that new network, so they can be nourished by it in the most optimal way. And now into the atmosphere of the earth, you can see like a electric energy web surrounding the earth. So this is supposed to be a flower of life, like this electrical field surrounding the earth, this net. But because of all the distortions that we've created, that other galactic civilizations have created on our planet, there's a lot of distortion. And so right now, we're going to ask all of our spirit guides and together with them, we're gonna ask them to send a beautiful golden light into this energy field surrounding the earth. And just breathe this optimizing gold light. And now you can even feel it in your own energy field. Your own energy field feels more harmonized. And that's the thing, we're affected by all of these things very subtly. We don't really pay attention to them on a day-to-day basis. And now seeing a gorgeous torus field around the earth, flowing with harmony. It's sending the energy exactly where it needs to go. And in this web, this electric and magnetic net around the earth, you start to see so many different waves of light emerging. And these are all of the timelines for this planet. So you're going to breathe and optimizing gold light into the timelines. So just feel that feeling of harmony. And you have to do this from a neutral space. There's no good, no bad anymore. Because at some levels, it's karmic clearings and karmic balancing. So from a neutral space, fully trusting, you're going to send a gold optimizing light into the timelines so they manifest in the most optimal way for the highest good of all beings on earth. And for Mother Earth herself. She is a being. So breathe out a gorgeous golden light into the timelines. And you can see some timelines are immediately dissolving, as like just completely dissolve and disappear as soon as you do this. And now feeling this emotion of harmony. Harmony is peace, but flowing peace. So whether you want to feel harmony, grace, or peace, feel that in your heart right now, knowing that all is well. And send this emotion into the timelines for June. And we're going to take a moment to reconnect with our root chakra, our feeling of safety. And send this to all beings on this planet. So infuse your safety into the web of consciousness that's surrounding the earth, so that all beings on this planet feel safe. And we're going to send a feeling of compassion and harmony or grace to all of the military generals, to all of the governmental leaders, not judging them as good or bad, but just sharing compassion, reminding them of their grace, because as we send them grace, it helps them to attune to that frequency. And listening to the birds, focus on your freedom. Birds soar with complete freedom, and feel that energy in your heart. Of liberation. And now breathe that into all of the collective web around the earth. So you're sending a golden light filled with freedom into this web of light that's surrounding the earth. So all beings may experience freedom, may embody freedom. And together, in a synchronistic, harmonized way, we're going to send these, it's almost like sonars, like waves of light, like how whales communicate. Send out this sonar, these waves of light together, so that all beings across the universe, across time and space, may be free. And just send those pulsations out through your intentions, out through your heart. May all beings be free, safe, and in harmony. So be it, and so it is. And there are these gorgeous sparkles of etheric energy just flowing in right now. So just breathe that in. Remember, as you give, you receive. So just breathe in all of these blessings. It's like cosmic dust. Breathe that into your heart. And you're going to keep your eyes closed. Place your crystal aside. Keep your eyes closed. If you're wearing glasses, remove your glasses. And now you're going to send this feeling of harmony and love into the core of the earth. And rub your palms together to accumulate all of this wonderful energy. And place your hands on top of your eyes. And breathe this into your pineal gland. Breathe this optimizing light into all of your essence. And breathe in and exhale air. And now think of someone who you want to share this healing with. Place them in your heart and share this healing, balancing with them. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and drink some water. So it's really important for all of you to drink some water after this. Keep drinking 3 times more water than you normally do. And every time that you listen to this, you know, it's really going to make an impact. And just like you're probably feeling better, you're probably feeling your body is less tense, less tight. You know, listen to this anytime you feel guided to, because as you give, you also receive, so you clear your own energy. And I am wishing you all an incredible June ahead. Happy June solstice. That's the summer solstice, winter solstice. And yeah, just prepare yourself for that soul graduation in mid-June that's coming up. So yeah, a lot is happening and all is well. And just remember to focus on why you're here, and keep holding the light and spreading your light. Much love, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.